Hey, watch my camera move with me.
Oh, nice. You got that new RTX?
Fucking Andrew. He's just sitting there like, I cannot win with these fuckers.
Yeah, Andrew, it could be anything. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Okay, I can see my YouTube chat. I can see everything. I cannot see if the stream is working, but it looks like OTDA.
It does not look like it's on to me.
Oh, hey, we're live on YouTube.
Are we?
Yes, we are.
Oh.
And we're online on Twitch. But it's saying offline on my goddamn restream dashboard. Oh, well.
Yeah, well, don't pay attention to that.
Yeah, apparently not.
OTDA says it sees it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good. Now it's good. All right.
Now we're good?
We're good. We're good. Woo. We did it. We did it. We got it all figured out. We made it through. We made it through one of our amazing players in a catatonic state. We made it through updates for Restream. We're good. We made it. We survived.
Made it.
So welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Bagman Gaming Pathfinder stream, brought to you by Crypto Comics. If you want some kick-ass online shit, check out Crypto Comics. They've got some neat stuff over there, cryptocomics.com. And we have, if you guys missed out on our last couple of streams, we had a wipe. We had a wipe the last time we played. Jesus, Jesse's just got a huge zucchini. Yes. Yes, this is the type of game that you have tuned into. Yeah, we had a wipe, so we have since created a new setting. We have since created new characters, and we have since started all over. So, what we're going to do right off the bat here is we are going to introduce our characters and introduce our people. We are going to mourn the death of Gore, who fell into the pits.
Just Gore. We're only going to mourn Gore.
However, Bjarni lived and continued to be a storm druid commanding the powers of the weather.
Well, unfortunately, Bjarni went through the gap after, after the poor halfling got smashed by Gore. Bjarni jumped over and went down there and is now part of a gelatinous cube. Hopefully we can rescue him someday, but it'll just be his remains.
Yeah, we ran into like a large storm critter.
Halfling tomb at some point.
Oh, yeah. Great. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to just kind of introduce ourselves to everyone for this first stream. I'm JJ Martyr. I am the GM. I play everything but the player characters. And this is Andrew. And Andrew, why don't you introduce yourself and introduce your character?
Hi, I'm Andrew. I'm a Leo. I enjoy long walks on the beach and cuddles. Sometimes I'm a little hard on myself, I'll be honest with you. But I feel like that's okay because it's just personal growth.
I love it. And your character, sir?
Oh, yeah.
You were doing so good.
Character's name is Alnair. Google it. It makes sense. I took a lot of time on this one. Alnair is a 9-year-old boy that suffered a very tragic backstory and is an oracle. That's right. I'm playing a healer. Gonna be gangster shit.
A cursed healer. All right, we're moving on to player 2, who is Jesse. Jesse, introduce yourself.
So tune in for week 3 where we have to re-roll our character.
Because the healer managed to kill us.
The cursed little child.
I thought channel negative energy was what I needed to push. Jesse. What did you say? Something? Oh, Libra. Long walks on the beach. I like scales, I think. Yeah, no, I don't know. I played my elf ranger phenomenally and perfectly last session, and I don't know what happened. Fucking dwarves.
You never caused any problems whatsoever.
Nope. So I decided to play the thing that I despise, and I am now a war priest, dwarf war priest, who carries
Dwarves.
The spirit of Gorum around with him and uses it to forcefully make enemies repent on the battlefield as I bash them with my sacred flail.
I love it. Moving on, kicking out of the testosterone a little bit, let's introduce Casey. Casey, go for it.
All right. So this time around, I am playing Alviva. She is a half-elf sorcerer raised by humans, and she has a large horse as a companion who is very defensive, although he's not very smart, but that's okay. Hopefully, we're both smarter than the halfling that started a fight with the dwarf.
I love it. And
as long as the first child doesn't try to throw me, we'll be okay.
Right. Totally. Well, at least he's a 9-year-old now, so you've got,
Krampus can just kick him. It's fine.
All right, moving on to JT. JT, introduce yourself and your character.
Yeah, I'm JT. Last time I played the Dwarf Druid, that was awesome. Commander of the Storms, Herald of the Sky. But this time I'm going the complete opposite. I am Mojo Yo-Yo, the Great Venara. What am I? Rogue. I'm a rogue. And Mojo comes from a long line of Mojos, which are kings and rulers of the Venaran people. So somewhere I have a jungle that's mine. I do plan and intend to claim it, but I am on a journey right now to discover more about my lineage, and I just don't think people need as much stuff as they've got.
Wasn't Mojo Yo-Yo like the bad guy from Powerpuff Girls?
Mojo Jojo.
That was the Mojo we don't talk about.
That was the bad Monkey King. What are you going to do?
Okay.
I mean, what are you going to do? Our setting is taking place in the Nine Kingdoms. Well, the Nine Kingdoms is basically an archipelago and set of island nations in the amply named Middle Sea. And the Nine Kingdoms are at war. Nine Kingdoms are at war because they can't find their king. Their king basically won a duel years ago, and in their laws, if you win a duel against a king, you become the king. And, well, this guy had nothing to do with it. Wanted nothing to do with kingship, wanted nothing to do with the laws or the rules or anything that came along with it, and so he vanished. And that sent the Nine Kingdoms, basically 9 different claims to the throne, all at war with each other. And for one reason or another, our heroes, in which you were just introduced, have met each other in various ways. They each have different backgrounds that everybody worked really hard on, and they're really cool. So hopefully we'll get to explore those quite a bit here. But it's going to be a little bit different than our last campaign. Not quite as fun. Well, it'll be funny because we're all clowns. But we do have a little more serious tone going on with it. Each one of these players has worked really hard on their character background, so we're gonna move forward with how everything is working out. They all live on the central island, which is actually named Salyan, and they are under the employment of a very noble half-orc. He was a gladiator who won his freedom, became a farmer, and now just kind of takes in strays all the time. And so, for various reasons, all of our heroes have come into his employment and under his care. Our dwarf and our priest in the group, played by Jesse, is basically Argrin, the half-orc's right hand. He's been with Argrin for a long time, and so he kind of is like the older brother to all of the employees that Argrin brings in. And that's just basically because dwarves live a long time. So everybody is level 1. There's no advantages to that other than he just gets stuck with all the responsibilities. That being said, I guess we can just start off. Anybody have any questions before we go further? We're
Feel pretty good about it.
Yeah.
Do we like this half orc, or is he kind of an asshole?
I like him.
I like him.
Will you steal his shit?
He saved my life. He's my buddy.
Huh?
I mean, we work for
No
him,
one's
but
seen me prove it.
All of y'all should kind of have your own opinions of Argrin. Casey,
Okay, that's fair.
your character, has bonded with him in for different reasons. I mean, he understands what it's like to be a half-breed. He's a half-orc. He's not accepted by orcs, and he's not accepted by humans. And you're a half-elf, and so neither one of your peoples accept you either. So to have him just kind of take you in and be like, "Oh, you wanna work with the horses and work with the stable? Do it. Like, I trust you. Go for it."
He's not a creeper.
Right? And he's not. He does not. He doesn't have a hungry eye on you at all, which is something that your character is very sensitive to. And then as far as the youngster, Andrew's character, I mean, you've just kind of been subjected to all these people that are ultimately replacing this huge tragedy that you've just dealt with. So, it's up to you how you formulate the opinion. But I think JT and Jesse both have a pretty solid, feel for who this Argrin guy is to them.
oh yeah, he let me build a church,
Oh yeah, you want to talk about your
which
church
you're
a
all
little bit?
coming to on Sunday.
He lets me do whatever the fuck I want.
Merry band
Church?
of assholes. Absolutely.
Church? Yeah, I'll go to church. They got deep pockets over there, I'm sure.
Well, Ephragon, do you want to talk about your god? Because I mean, you do. This is kind of how you keep order.
My God, you mean the God?
Yes.
Gorum. Gorum is all that is battle, all that is glory. Gorum lives in our weapon. We praise Gorum. We fight for Gorum. When we go to worship Gorum, we fight for Gorum. Everybody must worship Gorum.
This was something that
He's basically the entire reason that I live.
yeah, this is something that Argrin, when he met Ephragon, he actually utilized and believed in the same things and listened to Ephragon's preachings and adapted them in the gladiator pits, and that's how they kind of made it out. Is kind of just by like being battle brothers. And so Ephragon, of course, has a basically a small fighting pit in the back of the farm that Argrin allowed him to build, and that's kind of how they settle all their issues on the farm. There's about 20 to 30 people that work on the farm at any given time, and there's always kind of a shift as to whether or not somebody's leaving or whether or not somebody's staying. But for the most part, people do stay, and they do stay for a while. So anybody else want to add to their character for the group or for the viewers?
Well, yeah, I guess I could add in my opinions of Argrin. I have a working relationship with him. I do him some favors. He does me some favors. Seems to work out pretty well. But I'm also all about going to church, too, to listen. People talk a lot in these places where they think where they think it's safe to. It's a good way to gain information and get to know people.
Yes.
Especially if there's some new folks that showed up on the farm.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I'm
New
all for going
folks.
to. I'm all for going to the church. I do business there.
Yes. Yes. So
That's where I go
today's
dip my sacks.
Do the new folks come to Gorham peacefully, or do they come to Gorham my favorite way?
Resistant.
there's 8 rules when you come to Gorham. The first rule is
Rule number 1.
we do not talk about coming to Gorham. The
We don't
second
talk
rule
about
is
anything but Gorham.
we do not talk about Gorham. All right. We shall begin. Simple day for simple folk. The sun is shining, and there's enough breeze to carry the fresh air over the western hills, reminding you you're not far from the ocean. A humble farm and a humble valley, welcome change from the chaos of the world outside. There's a feeling of home for all of you. Casey and Andrew. Argren, Max, the half-orc farmer, and your benefactor, will be returning today, selling the last bundle of mead that the farm produces. This will be a night of celebration, feasting, and terrible but heartfelt music. Nobody can really
Terrible,
play any music,
heartfelt
and
music.
none of these guys took any sort of performance. So, I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, y'all suck, but you enjoy partying a little bit. All the misfoots enjoy today, as Argren is often in good spirits, especially when the market prices are up. The people are in good spirits as well, working hard to clean and prepare. Efragon and Mojo, your journey with Argren to the market was uneventful, save a concern for a wearing and thus very noisy wagon axle. It will be something that you will have to look into when you get back to repair. At mealtime, Yenthi, who has toiled in the kitchen for the entire day and the evening prior, presents a delightful spread, hosted outdoors under the trusted and well-used canopy. Every year in late spring it gets pitched and raised. Argren promises that he'll replace it, and then stores it in the fall, admiring its colorful mendings for character. The feast is one for the scriptures. The fragrance of the slow-roasted pork, blending with herbs and onion mashed potatoes, filling the air in such a manner that one might think the lost king himself will smell the odor and return to unite the kingdoms. The seasoned pheasant and buttered beets dared compete with such a ranking in the nose that all were welcome changes to the usual bounty provided by the ocean. Oh, and the bread. How Yenthi is able to craft such a mouth-melting bit of bread is a mystery, though luckily it's not the kind of mystery that keeps one awake at night, but helps one sleep. After all have dished and plates were back in relative order, Argren crosses his mighty arms. Before we eat, he states, Efragon, will you bless this meal?
Yes,
Damn, I'm
meals. I know, right? Thinking about
bad.
my...
So,
We come here this evening under the watchful gaze of Gorham to take in our daily sustenance that has been prepared by... Who prepared it again?
Yenthi. Yenthi is
Yenthi.
the construct that helps.
It's a robot. Yeah.
All right. Good job, Yenthi. You are also made of iron, which Gorham very much approves of. Anyways, good food, good company, good battles. And if you have yet to come and talk to me about Gorham, please do. Because I don't want to have to find out the hard way.
Love it. All right. Everybody begins eating. The food begins to dwindle rapidly after the blessing. only to be calmly replaced by Yenthi, whose silence and patience seems to cause a constant amnesia of his very presence. Please share with me your day. Argrin manages between muffled belches to reorganize his newly acquired inventory. Let's start with you, young one. 2 thoughts of kindness, and 1 you would like to change. He looks to Andrew.
I'm so fucking confused, dude.
This is how we teach.
Kindness and one I'm supposed to change.
This is how we teach 5th graders.
I guess I chose the fucking age of my character correctly then, because I have no fucking idea what's going on here. I'm just hungry now, to be honest.
Young one, tell him 2 things that you appreciate in your day.
2 things I appreciate. All right. I appreciate the half-orc taking us in, and I appreciate everyone being so kind to me all the time.
And you
What's
appreciate Gorham, damn it.
And what is something you'd like to change, young one?
Fuck, I don't know. No, I'm good.
Very good. Very good.
Nobody leads a perfect day every day.
I love putting you on the spot there.
You're like a 9-year-old little emo
I'm
kid.
tired and hungry now.
You got like your bangs over your eyes, and you're like, dead.
I'm just gonna go up in my room and listen to my albums.
Why you
listen
gotta
to the
talk to
lute
me
player.
like adults? I don't want to talk to nobody. Well, that's very interesting.
That was
And you, half-elf, did you manage to teach that steed of yours some manners? I jest. Please bring us 2 thoughts of kindness and 1 you would like to change.
2 thoughts of kindness.
You didn't think you'd be put on the spot either, did you?
Well, I knew I'd be put on the spot.
She knew the minute I put your ass on the spot. Well, actually, you both should have known the minute I put Jesse's ass on the spot. You want to bless this blessing? What the fuck? Bless what?
Yeah, sure, totally had that written down already.
All right, so 2 things I'm happy about and 1 thing I want to change. I am happy that no one talked to me today. I am happy that nothing went missing from the stables today. And I would like to change. Shit, I'm stuck.
You good then, maybe, huh?
Change your horse.
I love my horse. You shut your whore mouth.
I'm a fucking 9-year-old. You're talking to a 9-year-old like that. I want you to keep that in mind.
I would like to change how much everyone hates my horse.
I feel like my character is going to grow into quite the asshole.
Well, I mean, predestiny? I don't know. Maybe.
This is not Sesame Street.
He smiles and nods approvingly at your happiness and those things that you would want to change. And he turns to Mojo and he says, Mojo, during your adventures in town, is there anything you care to share with the rest of us?
First, I would like to show you how I turned this goblet of mead into wine. And what I'm going to do is use a sleight of hand trick to squirt some wine into it.
I like it.
Watch here. Pay attention. 14 plus 24.
Oh, shit.
And I go, wine. This is what I learned today.
That's gonna help the 9-year-old.
How did this occur? Actually, 9-year-old, you're mystified too. I mean, you're sitting next to him, and
I just did a magic trick.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
You just
Magic.
totally.
Excited.
What's that guy, David Blaine? Like right in the middle of the whole group, you know. So, in just a quick wave of his hand and a little bit of speech, the next thing you know, our friend Mojo is holding a glass of wine, a goblet of wine, instead of the goblet of beer in which he just had. That's quite shocking because there's not a lot of wine there either, so we don't even know where he hid that bottle.
It's really just. I just mixed up some red dirt and some water. It's not really wine. I don't have wine.
That's all good.
His tail just kind of collects things through the day that he doesn't even know about. He's got a little pouch
And one
on
thing
his
I'd
belt
like to
that
change
says,
around
like,
here,
the day's
Oregon.
treasures.
I think we should add some more tight ropes in between the buildings so that we can get around places faster.
It'd be great for you with your prehensile tail. Leap
Yeah,
around.
sure.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the
Maybe I'll
kid,
look into that.
maybe the 9-year-old could just get kind of like a hook and just kind of swing across like a
Zip line
ninja
around.
zip line.
Yeah.
Be like Lost Boys. I'm down.
So he goes around the
That's a hook
table.
reference for the younger audience.
By the way, hi Benjamin. How are you, my friend? It's good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. He goes around the table until he reaches a young human, just barely old enough for a full chin of hair. They call this human Clubs. They call him Clubs because his fists were forged with punching tree bark. And he's got a temper to match. He's staring at Mojo like a bull ready to charge. Clubs, how about you? Argrin says. Well, I ain't got nothing to say, except somebody at this table is a God's be damned thief. He tosses a bit of bread at Mojo in a fury. We all know whose it is. Wait, Argrin says, you think Mojo did this to you? What was taken? His kind always got the sap on they sausages. They can't help but taking others' belongings. That shifty squirrel. We're always about sneaking and snooping. Clubs, calm down. What's been taken? My papa's silver watch. And it was him. Me did it. And to make it worse,
I gotta check my inventory.
he left this chip of shit in its place. Now give it back, squirrel boy. He takes a dried disc of shit that he holds up, and he zips it
It's not even my shit.
across the room and throws it. And Mojo dodges out of the way. It's not a difficult thing for him to dodge out of the way, but here's the thing, Mojo, you're puzzled, okay? Because for once, you didn't take no fucking silver watch.
Nope.
You have
Ain't
no
in my
idea.
inventory.
I have no idea where it came from.
And that's not my poo.
I say the boy accuses one of our own of stealing. The only way to deal with this is in the ring.
Oh, shit.
Yes. Argrin agrees. I believe if Club has an issue, you must take care of it in front of Gorham. Sorry, out of character, sorry. Gorham must witness, and Gorham will find guilt or innocence.
Good
Efregon.
thing. Me and Gorham are nice. Or good. We're good. Me and Gorham.
Evergon, I trust that you will referee such an event in order for us to determine where guilt or innocence lies.
You said me, right?
Yes.
Of course. Under the
Accent.
under the tutelage of Gorham, we will find the truth. Because battle is truth. Arm yourselves, contenders. Hopefully with iron weapons, because wood is for children.
My only request is that we get to ask for guidance at the altar of Gorham 1 hour before battle.
Of course. 1 hour from
In the cathedral of my choosing.
No. What are you talking about?
Well, yeah, the
You will
only one
fight.
here.
You'll fight in my Oh,
Okay, fair enough.
don't you
Fair
mock
enough.
me, monkey.
Fair enough. I accept your terms.
All right, then. When the clock strikes, what time is it now?
Hey, Jade,
Like 7 o'clock.
I would like to make another sleight of hand move
Okay.
to flip off clubs so only he can see it.
Okay. I like it.
28.
I'm not even rolling against it. Actually, I better roll for it.
So I'm like, and this is my proclamation. And here I say we go to the church and pray for Gorham's guidance.
When the clock strikes 8,
Oh, it
the
fires him
battle
up.
will begin.
Club is fired up. Clubs is like, oh, I'm gonna beat your ass. And it causes the people next to him to kind of grab him and pull him back from going across the table at you. And Argon just stands up and he says, now. Go now. You've interrupted my meal. You're going to put me in a bad mood. I do not wish to be in a bad mood. Eprigron, handle this. Those
Okay.
of you...
The boy would like to give the monkey a hug before he goes into battle.
Oh.
I'll take a hug. Yeah, that's nice.
That's nice. That's
Does
nice.
he, while he hugs me, Wait, what are you doing?
Lifelink
what's
before
that
he
do?
goes in.
Lifelink?
Yep.
It allows him to take damage if you receive damage. He can only link with one person at a time. And he basically hopes that you don't take as much damage as he has health, basically.
Okay,
JT doesn't take very much damage.
I'm gonna sleight of hand him. I just want to. I'm not taking anything. I'm just looking in his pockets to see if there's a silver pocket watch.
In the kids' pockets? Or
As he hugs me, I hug him back. I'm like, oh, thanks.
no, there's nothing in the kids' pockets.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure he wasn't implicated.
You weird pervert.
Looking out.
Come, monkey. Let's go. The time has come.
No problem.
Out to the ring we go.
I need to go to the chapel first because I gotta bless my sack.
That's where we're going. It's to the chapel.
My sack and balls. Yeah.
You're sacking balls. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's roll initiative. We move into the combat of the ring.
Okay.
Sorry, some of you guys are just spectating right now, but hopefully JT doesn't screw up too bad.
Could.
All right.
21.
All right, you go first. You're looking at an AC of 10 to hit.
To hit.
Yep. Clubs backs into his corner and he starts coming at you. He's getting ready to swing.
Okay.
You guys
So this is unarmed, right?
Yeah, you guys are fisticuffs. This isn't like we're gonna kill each other over this thing. We're gonna, if I win.
No. Oh, okay. Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. What I'm gonna do first is trip him with my tail.
I like it. My CMD is 17.
I rolled a 19. So what's my bonus?
It doesn't matter. I'm
Should be
tripped.
+2 unarmed.
That's what I'm looking for. Unarmed. No, it's +3, so 21.
I'm tripped.
You're tripped?
I'm tripped.
Well struck, monkey.
Oh! Half the people cheer that are there. Other people are rooting for Clubs, so they're like, oh! Clubs uses his turn to get up. Your turn again.
Is he knocked prone?
No, he's up now. He used his turn to get up to his feet. You tripped him.
Oh, okay.
He rolled, got up.
Is Club considered a monster?
He is considered humanoid.
Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna use. How big is the ring?
You tell us, Efragon, how big did you make this ring?
Some rings are bigger than others. My ring happens to be on the larger side. Let's see, by 20 feet across.
Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna use for a second spell. I'm gonna use Ghost Sound. Create a volume of sound that rises, recedes, approaches.
You gotta
comes from
roll
behind.
initiative to be in this.
Am I automatically in it if I use lifelink? I thought I was.
Roll
Is that wrong,
initiative.
GM? Is initiative a D20?
You should have a bonus somewhere on your sheet. I mean, I could look that up since I have your sheet right here in front of me. There are many rings like this, but this one is ours. Come on, Blue.
With my bonus.
Let us use your club, Blue. What?
15 with my bonus
Okay, so you're still going to go ahead of...
to make a sound behind him to get him to turn around. Make him more vulnerable to attack.
Okay. What kind of sound do you think is going to make him turn around when he's fighting the guy that's right in front of him?
No, I can make fucking
Especially
ghost
now.
talk to people.
Especially now that he's on his ass.
I'm gonna make the sound of his dead father behind him. Saying the monkey didn't steal your watch. Quit being a monkey racist. We taught you better than this.
All right, give me a D20 roll. We're going to see if you have any sort of bluffing going on here.
On top of the initiative roll that I just
Yes, please.
did. Okay. 14. I don't think I have a bonus for. You said blessing?
Bluff.
All right,
for
JT, depending on what you do, I mean, whatever the noise he made behind him actually does startle him a bit, and I'm going to give you a bonus to hit him, so we'll give you a +2 to hit him.
Never one to not take advantage of a good opportunity. I am going to, so whichever way he turns, I dive roll to the other side of it. I want to use my tail on a sleight of hand to undo the buckle of his pants as I slug him in the gut from the other side.
Jesus Christ. We're not going to just beat the guy to prove our innocence. We're going to humiliate him. So, all right. Let's see.
So here's my.
So we
You
need
want the sleight of hand or the attack first?
I need an acrobatics check. The higher the better.
22.
That's good. And then let's do a just a regular attack on his pants.
Kick his ass, monkey.
Your AC is 10 that you're trying to beat.
Okay, I rolled 17 plus unarmed, 19, 20, 21.
Okay. I'm going to say...
Or 18, 19, it's 20, not 21.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, you break the buckle of his pants, and then you're going to strike him as well?
Oh, yeah, so as he looks this way, I dodge to his back and dive roll, and I'm snapping his belt with my tail as I slug him in the gut.
Okay. I'm going to let you do that next round. So he's going to be reacting to that because you're still only one action per round, and I think the tumbling and the tail is probably
enough. Yeah.
One action. Okay.
So he did.
Okay.
Hold on. He did the tail undoing the belt first.
Yep. He broke the buckle of his belt.
Okay, I scream, blasphemy! This is other than honorable, sir. You do not fight in my ring in such a manner.
So what's your armor class, JT?
AC is 14.
Okay, go ahead and let's say 14. You just tumbled. Tumbling is going to increase it by 4, so that'll be an 18 armor class. So he doubles up, and like I said, this kid's named after his pugilism. Like, he knows how to fight. He's angry, and he's swinging at you, and you know it's gonna hurt. Like, it's coming in, it's angled right, and you're like, ah, shit. But right at that minute, that broken belt buckle snaps open, and his pants slip down, and he's forced to, like, kind of look down as his pants fall to his knees, and so he misses the swing. Just swings right over you because he kind of does this thing. And so he steps back and he's pulling his pants up. And what are you saying, Ephragon? What?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was blasphemy. This is not how we fight in the ring of Golem. We fight honorably. We will take your punches.
Boxer. It's got to hit me to take them.
So Ephragon gets out there and he calls time, and he says, this is not an honorable fight. So Clubs is pulling up his pants. He's red faced. He's pissed. I'm gonna give him a -1 to hit because he's mad and embarrassed. And he's gonna come back at you. So it's now we've paused it. We paused it. Pulled up his pants. He's pissed. Now, ding, ding, ding. Round 2, and it is your action, Andrew. If you want to do something for round 2.
Remove lifelink.
Okay. I like it.
Oh, you saw me almost get hit in the face and got a little scared, huh?
All right, JT, your action.
No, right now I can only hold lifelink for 5 turns. So
5 turns? It's only been 2.
yeah, so that means I only got 3 remaining. I can link it as much as I want, but I can only use it 5 rounds.
I see. Okay.
It's like a berserker rage sort of.
Cool.
All right,
That's great.
Your action, Monkey Man. The pants are off. The gloves are off.
Oh, Jade, I have the feet acrobat, so I don't take the -4. I take -2
Okay.
because I'm gonna backflip him. I'm gonna backflip and kick him under the chin.
Oh, like
monkey.
what is it? A Chun-Li Street Fighter maneuver?
Sounds about right.
Or is it
Can
Guile?
my tail
Is it
also
Guile
hit him
that
at the
is-
same time?
Feet then tail.
I think we determined that you can do that. Yeah.
Nice.
Did you use ambidexterity or a feat like that?
I can't get that yet.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll let
I
you
have
do
to
it.
build up to it.
I'll let you do
So
it.
no, and what that does is take away the minuses.
Okay. Sure.
18
Hit.
to hit.
His AC is 10.
Okay. So 18 on the first one, and then my tail, 9.
Okay. And roll damage on the first hit.
That's a D3.
Yep.
D3 plus 3, I believe. Yep, D3
Yeah.
plus 3. You will take 5 total.
All right, so you kick him in the jaw, and it snaps his head back pretty damn hard, and you can tell that he's dizzied by it. But nonetheless, he's also pretty angry and pretty upset. So he comes
Yeah, he is.
He's swinging in on you as hard as he can. Ooh, what's your armor class? 19?
14.
Ooh, shit, he hits you.
14.
Oh, Jesus, I didn't get one of those out. Oh, yeah, I did. Here it is. He hits you for 4 points of damage.
Ouch.
It's quite the hit.
Yeah.
So, like, you hit
Youch.
him, you think you've pretty much got the advantage, and he comes back and hits you almost as hard as you just hit him. Andrew, you got anything you want to do?
Lame.
This is what I like to see. Good battle.
Actually, oh, he's not a monster. God damn it. Nope.
All right, let's move to JT. Again, guys, sorry about the quick battle here. It's all for storyline.
I adjust my jaw and go, well done, Chops. Well done. And I said, maybe have you thought that you could have asked me to help you find your watch instead? Maybe.
You want to do a charisma roll for me?
Yep. 16.
He's like, I don't care. I hate your kind, and I hate you.
Oh, it's a racial thing now. You don't like Venara.
He's been,
Oh.
yeah, he was tossing
I knew that.
slurs at you at the table.
All right, then. He's going to get some Venaran pugilism, and I roll up my fists, and I roll back on my tail and sock him one.
All right. Perfect. Roll it back. AC's 10.
16.
All right, as a hit, roll your damage.
Yes. Fuck. 3 plus 3, 6.
It was like you were just fueled by that last slur. Like, you know what? Fuck you. And you hop back, on your tail, and you use that little fucker and you just jab him. Bah! Hits him right in the chin. He crumples down on the ground. Knocked out. Again, half the people are cheering about this because half the people don't understand why he got accused of the other. But the other half were, talking with him while Mojo was off to market. And so half of them think that Mojo stole the damn necklace, and they're pissed. And so, the crowd's kind of like getting tense, Nargren steps in and he looks to Ephragon and he says, we need to find this watch.
I agree. It wouldn't be fair for me to fight all of these loudmouth idiots.
And he says, I trust to find the culprit. You, and he points to Mojo, will help. And then he looks about the crowd of the farmers and the group, and he says, who amongst you will volunteer to help find Club's watch? And of course, our volunteers are...
Casey's horse.
I
our
look
heroes.
I look right at the kid, and I just
That
nod
one?
knowingly.
That one?
All right. That is our...
There might be some light
That is our setup.
torture involved.
That is our setup. That is our introduction. The four of you have volunteered to help find Club's silver watch. How and what you do from here on is up to you. Huddle up. Decide what you want to do together. Do you want
I
to?
think
Do you want to interview other
we should
people?
meet at the tavern. I need to ice my jaw a little bit. He is a butthole, but he does hit hard.
I can use cure light wounds.
No. I think mead will help the best.
Okay.
Save your spells for a more egregious wound.
We're with a child, monkey. What are you thinking? We can't go to the tavern with child.
Child's fine.
What if it's your tavern, and today might be a day to celebrate Gorham?
Well, don't forget, there's plenty of mead all around, and there's pies coming for dessert.
And meat in the barn.
I mean, you guys,
Closer to the food table.
Yes, the barn is much better.
the feast is kind of.
Perhaps we can see if the boy can really praise Grom.
Yeah.
Actually, let's meet in my temple. That way, Gorham will strike down any of you who are lying to me.
Yeah,
Follows me into the temple.
the feast really has that feel that great grandpa dropped the N-bomb at Thanksgiving. So it's kind of one of those situations where, you know, everybody still kind of wants to eat because the food's really good, but everybody's pretty damn embarrassed about the whole situation and the whole fight between these two people. So, yeah, whatever you guys decide you want to do, that's up to you.
All right, join me in my temple.
Yep, I can meet him there.
Let's put together whatever we know.
I feel like this is a bad thing that the priest is like, hey, kid, come meet me in the temple.
Don't you blaspheme me, little one.
He's just saying what we're all thinking.
I'm not like
I'm not
your.
the one that
Did
caught
you
that.
see me wallop him?
I'm not like your kind.
Ooh.
So I let
Yeah.
Effengor know I learned how to do that punch from a dwarf, you know.
Mm,
Oh, my
of course
God.
you did.
That's
I've
why
only
it
ever
was so
seen
hard.
dwarves fight like that.
That's why I knocked him out.
Of course you did.
Of course.
You had Gorham's favor. You must obviously not be the thief.
Well,
I've never stolen anything.
You know,
Don't lie.
you know, Ephragon.
I've never been caught.
You know he's not the thief, Ephragon, because he was with you all day.
That's right.
Where's that
So-
sound?
Oh yeah,
Minor detail. Wow.
we had lunch
he is very
3 hours ago.
This is
Who's been golfing all afternoon? What the hell?
I mean, you know, maybe he stole it in the middle of the night and he hid it somewhere, but he was never, you know, he never pulled out his newly stolen, you know, silver watch and, you know, I mean,
Those are some fancy new trousers you have there, monkey.
right? He didn't come back
I
from
don't
market
wear
with something new.
trousers.
Like, yeah, I mean, he's obviously.
Oh, I'm shirt cocking it.
All right. How? Who thinks that we should start questioning everybody on the farm about the watch? And who thinks that we should just go in and start looking for clues?
I think we should just start looking for clues. I don't want to talk to everybody.
Ah, yes. So the no civil rights action for you.
She's
Guilty until proven innocent.
She's
My
not
character
an-
can
she's
communicate with the dead. So can I ask them? How does that work, Jade?
What's that?
My character's supposed to be able to communicate with dead. So can I ask them?
Allegedly.
Ask the dead?
Yeah, I'm supposed to be able
Like there's spirits floating around right now.
Spirits and shit. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, if there's a
that
spirit
work?
around that witnessed anything, then you technically could be able to ask it. But the problem with spirits is they sort of have their own agenda. So you're never quite certain whether or not a spirit is going to like answer something directly, if it even gives a fuck about what's going on in the mortal realm, or if it's just trying to manipulate you to do what it wants to do. And
Until you're like level 10 and you rip it out of the ethereal world that it's from and you say, I demand to know what this is. And they're like, oh, fuck, fine.
and also you got to remember
But at
that
level 1, they're going to have their way with you.
you got to remember that you're a kid too. So like when you deal with like those creepy people that nobody else can see, it's a little scary. You know what I mean?
All right. Just trying to fill this out. Trying to figure out what I can get away with on this one.
Right.
Yeah, that's how you do
What
it.
about you, Elf? What say you?
Oh God.
I would
Or
like to take my
monkey.
horse and look for. Oh,
Monkey,
Well-
what say you?
I think, we should question some of his friends. Those are the ones that are probably not the nicest ones to talk to, but they might know something.
Interesting.
You
And,
could
all
question
right,
him more
child,
thoroughly while I go check
What
his
did
brain.
what was Alviva? What was your suggestion? What did you want to do?
I wanted to start searching around where this dude hangs out and see if me or my horse can find anything.
So there's a large bunkhouse that most of the people sleep in, but Ephragon, he's got his own little studio cabin because he's kind of like the right hand, and Yenthi has his own area that's his own little shack, and there's a couple of other shacks on the farm and on the property. There's the large barn. There's the brewery, which everybody kind of goes in and out of. Everybody kind of goes in and out of the barn. There's a couple of dilapidated shacks that are a little bit away from the farm. And then there's the farmhouse itself that Argrin lives in. And whoever comes to stay with him stays there. So it's the nice place. It's the big place. But not very many people have access to it.
Okay. I am going to. Is the what was the guy's name that he beat up? Whose watch is it?
Clubs.
Clubs.
Clubs, Pappies.
Is Clubs awake yet, or is he still snoozing?
Yeah. I mean, they roused him. He got knocked out. They roused him. They drug him off. He's sulking. He's pissed off.
Mojo, I want you to search the barn and the shack.
I can go take a look.
I'm going to take Alviva and Yenti and go question Clubs as to where he stores this watch and some information about it.
I guess I'll just go fuck myself, huh? Okay, thanks.
What's your name? I thought you were Yenti.
It's on there. I'm like, what the fuck is a yank? I thought that was the name of the horse.
No, that's the robot serving food.
Yeah.
What's your name, Andrew?
On there.
What?
Alnair.
Alnarin. Alarin.
Something like that, yeah.
It's all. Hey, that's perfect. The old dwarf doesn't even give a fuck what his name is. Albert. Alton.
Rowan Gardner.
Mitch McConnell.
Well, fuck it.
Let's
You're
go.
Al. You'll always be Al. I don't want to
You're
think
Al.
anything else.
Al and Al. Let's go.
Okay. So over there, next to kind of nursing, if you will, nursing Clubs, is a couple of his buddies. Dravis is one of them, and Telania is another. And they're all right with Ephragon, because I mean you're kind of like the assistant manager, right?
Right.
So they're all right with you. They don't give a fuck about the kid, and they're very cautious about the half elf, especially Telania. She, you're prettier than her, and she doesn't fucking like that at all. So they're there nursing him as he approaches. So,
Clubs, I come to say that you fought in the ring valiantly. You put up quite a fight. But in the end, Gorham showed you that you were wrong in accusing our monkey friend of thievery. So I'm here to ask you some questions. Will you show me where you normally keep this watch?
oh, keep it in the trunk next to me bed.
Oh, so you want me to go look for it? You want me to go look in there? You don't want to come with me?
Oh, it's not in there. There's just a piece of shit where it was because that monkey took the piece of shit and put it in place of me Poppy's watch.
You're obviously still upset about the ass beating that Gorham gave you. Fine, I will go look if you don't want to accompany me, but I can't say that nobody's going to pee in your chest either. Anyway. All right, so we go in to his chest.
All right, yeah. So everybody that's got a bunk there has a chest in front of it, and a little stand to the side of their bunk. Argrin always, gives people time to, do their own thing at nighttime, and stuff like that. So he encourages reading and education and things like that. And you go to where Club's trunk is, and you open his trunk, and there's a couple of change of clothes and some fancy shoes for when he goes to town. He's wearing his grubs. You go through it, and there's no silver watch there.
Okay, what's your guys' perception?
Well, Andrew, aren't you blind? Isn't your character blind?
Was he blind?
Outside of 30 feet, yep.
You can only see 30.
He's got fucked up eyes. His character has he doesn't have
his
any
perception is -12.
Well, sort of, but not really. It's just he doesn't.
I automatically fail a perception check no matter what, though, if it's over 30 feet.
What about you, Elf?
So perception is wisdom plus the modifier, right? So that's...
No, it should say skill modifier on perception under your skills.
Oh, skill modifier. 4.
Okay, a little better than mine.
Always
Elf, you see anything fishy?
I don't
You see
need
anything
your
unusual?
plot hole suggestions, Benjamin. I don't need them. I don't need you suggesting that kind of shit. These guys will pick up on it, and then I've got to step up my game way too much.
All right, so I'm going to do a perception check.
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay. So 18, 19, so 22.
Nice one.
Okay, so as you're kind of looking around, and in the dwarf's ass is sticking out of the chest while he's going through looking for the watch, and you're kind of looking around, and you notice not on Club's nightstand, but on a different nightstand, a couple of bunks down, you notice a pile of sticks. And it's arranged in such a way that there's one horizontal stick and several little vertical sticks, to where none of the vertical sticks pass the horizontal stick. So it kind of looks like a really shitty wooden comb. And you notice it sitting there on the nightstand.
Sounds like a monkey's comb to me.
Kind of bizarre, but okay. All right, so I asked the dwarf if that looks like anything normal to him, because I think it's weird.
Looks like a shitty comb to me.
You go touch it?
Looks like a shitty comb, all right.
Are you going to touch it?
Anybody going to touch the comb?
Well, the elf was curious about it.
Touch it, Elf.
Elf, you gonna go pick it up and inspect it?
I feel like you
Or
probably
you-
know.
Yeah, why not? We'll go I'll go pick up the comb.
You go to pick up the shitty wooden comb, and you realize that none of the sticks are attached. So as you pick it up, you pick up the horizontal part, because that's the largest stick, and all of the smaller vertical parts tumble to the ground. As if you just broke the shit.
Someone else's shit. Oops.
By Gorham, magic. Foul magics.
What do you think? What do you think, guys?
Did you do this, kid? You're kind of weird.
Well, did you do it, kid?
Do it, Andrew.
Fucking blind ass motherfucker.
Can I use detect magic on it? I don't have any more spells after this, but why not? We'll use detect magic on it.
Absolutely, you can use detect magic.
Is that a d20?
What's that?
Do I need to roll a d20 for that? Don't I?
No. Detect magic is pretty. You just got to deduct it off of your spell list for the day.
Okay.
You use detect magic,
Yeah,
and
okay.
and normally when you detect magic, you can see like faint vibrations if something is enchanted. Again, you're kind of still dealing with all of your powers in the first place, so it's confusing when it's happened to you before. But you don't see anything that you would expect when you are utilizing this ability.
See, Elf, you should have picked the fucking thing up. Put it in your mouth or something. Find out.
I did pick it up and it fell apart.
Taste it.
Taste the comb flavor.
Anybody else got
Like a
any
sweet
ideas?
monkey. What happened over there with the comb?
Just
Or
fell
did
apart.
I see it happen? I saw it.
You saw it, yeah.
Whose
you
bunk
guys-
is that? Whose
That
table is that? Whose
And-
bunk is that?
and fucking when it comes to the realization of whose bunk this is, the elf just rolls her eyes, and because she knows the implications, right? And she's like, "Oh, this is Talania's bunk." And she
Talani.
go ahead and roll a wisdom check, elf. Your DC for this check is going to be 14.
All right. Do I need to add my ability modifier?
Yes.
Okay. 20. Not natural.
Perfect. Well, it doesn't take you very long to realize the implications of you picking up this wood thing, because that little bitch every night glares at you while brushing her hair. But she always brags about this brush because it was a beautiful ivory brush with golden engravings that was given to her by a princess. It wasn't a wooden piece of shit. It was very shiny and beautiful before. And now you're like, fucking great. Great. This...
Did someone steal the fancy comb? Or is she a liar?
Well, no. I mean, you've seen the brush, or you've seen the comb before. You've seen it many times. And I mean, it's irritating how she combs her hair with it. Because she's a bitch.
Yeah.
It's irritating. But you've seen it 100 times, and it certainly isn't this wooden thing that you've seen before.
So I tell her that this can't be the right comb. It has to have disappeared too.
What comb are you talking about? What are you talking about? What's going on? Hurry up. What's happening?
What thing? It's not her comb. Her comb's this super shiny, flashy thing.
So you're saying that somebody put this in place of her comb, her actual comb?
Yes.
Fuck me. All right. We've got a thief that's stealing anything. We have to hunt this down. Where the hell's our monkey? I call out the door for Mojo to come over.
Mojo, what you been doing, man? What you been up to?
You have to do the call I taught you. What have I been up to?
What's the call, JT? What's the call you taught him?
You gotta howl into the trees like a howler monkey. That's how I know.
Okay, well, I howler monkey his ass over.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. You did what?
No, it's not gonna happen.
No.
Well,
You can request me make your stupid call all you want, but it's never gonna happen.
He's searching the barn, right?
yeah, Evergen sent me to the. He told me to go check out the barn. I'm gonna make a roundabout way to the barn because I want to see where Clubs' friends are hanging out at.
They're still
And
over
I'm gonna
there.
do that. Oh, they're what?
They're still over kind of where they're nursing him. They're back, not sitting at the table anymore, but they're pissed, right? And they're kind of like doing what people do when somebody lost a fight.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah. Can I make a let's say knowledge check and a wisdom check, just to see if I know, like, do these guys hang out at the barn ever?
Sure.
Like, is that
You don't
maybe
have
where
to.
they hang out?
Yeah, you don't have to make a check
No?
for that.
Okay.
At any point of the given day, somebody travels into the barn. And
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of like this central hub for the place. You know, you might need to go get milk. You might need to go, hook a horse up to a wagon.
Okay.
There's.
I know what I'm gonna go do.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the barn. I'm gonna go to the barn, and since I know that a lot of these people, some of them friends with Clubs, I'm going to search for traps. Instead of search for traps, I'm looking for their little hidey holes and where they might stash stuff.
Okay. All right. Do it.
What's that?
17. I rolled a 12 and I have a +5.
Okay. You are searching through the barn. You're looking for, possible stash spots
Where's the leaves?
outside of your own. Because ultimately, the reason why you're doing this is because you know that you've got stash spots everywhere. Somebody else probably does.
Sure do.
But yours are up in the rafters because it's really easy for you to hop up there and stash shit or whatever. So you're thinking about where you can stash things. And after about 15, 20 minutes of looking for stash spots, you don't find any. But what you do notice is that you hear the dwarf hollering for you from the outside. But if you want to search for anything else here in the barn, I'll let you make one more action before you kind of either decide there's nothing in the barn or go to find out what the dwarf wants.
I mean, I got my stash spot, sure. What's really in the barn? I mean, it's a hub where people are at. I'd like to make a perception check and see if I hear any whispering voices that might be near some stalls, or maybe they're outside on the other side of the barn wall, and maybe I might overhear something.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Oof.
Okay. Well, oddly enough, you're listening for things, and you don't hear any voices.
Just the dwarf yelling for me.
You know that you're good because you can hear everything. Like you're attuned. Like you're not distracted.
Yeah.
You got it. But as you're kind of tilting your head and you're listening for voices, you kind of look around and you notice, because it's a natural 20, dick. You notice that there's a large stack of grain for the cattle and the horses and such. And they're stacked up in large gunny sacks in the corner there. And you notice that there's a large hole in the bottom sack, and it's caused grain to spill out in a circular pattern around that pile of stacks. And obviously, that's of note because anyone would have to clean that up. That's not something that you would just leave there because that's for the stock.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I'm gonna investigate.
Okay.
I'm gonna go walk over there and check it out. See
Okay.
if there's something stashed up there.
Sure. So as you get down there and notice, you're looking at the torn bag of grain. You notice that there's little tiny bits of the bag that are kind of scattered amongst the grain as you kind of sort around through it and look through it. And you also notice rat shit. There's rat shit.
Uh-oh. That's bad.
All right, group. Do you?
I'm gonna start making my way back.
The monkey hasn't really responded to anything when you hollered out the side there.
Where the hell is the damn monkey?
But he does come out and kind of look your direction with one of these. So you see him standing in the barn there.
Looks like he wants to.
I'm not very big.
Looks like he might have found something. He's not coming this way. So let's go see what he found.
All right. So
Yeah, if I see them in the distance, I'll wave them over.
Okay. You approach the monkey, and he takes you into the barn, and he's like, looks like we got rats.
In more ways than one.
Ooh.
What?
We got... Oh, they got into the damn grain.
Damn it. Rats is bad. Now we have rats and thieves.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to burn the whole barn down.
I tell him the story about the comb and who it belongs to.
Interesting.
Somebody's taking things and putting garbage in the place, hoping that somebody won't notice. Seems
Well, I know the elf over there, she's got some issues with that one. I don't know, you seem to have a vendetta with her, don't you?
Is this true, elf?
I'm just laughing at the cat in Casey's background, like back there doing acrobatics and shit on her webcam. It's fucking great.
I don't have an issue with her. She's just rude and always looking at me like I've done something wrong, which I haven't done anything wrong.
Does
Yet.
anyone have a well-groomed rat pet?
No, I have a horse.
Okay. Well,
Well, we got a job for the new kid now. He could be the rat catcher.
What the fuck?
all right.
So
I'm going to go back. I'm going to go tell you guys hang out here. I'm going to go tell Argon of our troubles.
Okay.
So I'm going to go tell him that we have rats and a thief.
Does anybody know anything about nature? Does anybody have knowledge of nature as a skill?
Can I ask the horse if he's seen anything odd going on in the barn?
Yeah, you can ask your horse that. You can ask your
Yeah,
horse.
I don't have knowledge of nature. I'm a city monkey.
You city monkey.
I'm a horse, so may as well ask him.
Yeah? Go ahead.
You can talk to your horse?
Yes.
She can. What do you
Are
ask?
you a sorcerer or a wizard?
I'm a sorcerer.
Nice.
What do you ask? What's your question?
I asked Krampus if he's seen anything unusual in the barn the last couple of days. And
I sleep in the barn.
He gives you images of the different workers coming in and out of the stables.
Okay.
He gives you images of him kicking anyone that he could get close if he could. He's like,
I thought we talked about this.
he really wished. He thinks that he could launch a couple of them through the stable wall if he got close enough.
I mean, you
Yeah.
probably could. You're right.
Oh, I hope you tell me about this.
He's really thinking about that. Make a intelligence check with a DC of 12.
Do I need to add? Do I add my modifier to it?
Intelligence. Yep,
I got a 12.
that's perfect. You do notice in his images that he's flashing towards you that a couple of times he flashes images of rats moving in a line across the rafters of the stables, heading towards the barn.
Is there anything?
And
off
that's
about
something-
the rats that I noticed, or are they just normal rats?
To him, they're just rats. He doesn't give a fuck. You know, like from a horse's perspective, like if he can step on it and kill it, it's not real dangerous to him. And none of these are something that he's super scared about. There's nothing that he was afraid of. That none of them were like glowing or
Okay.
anything
Nothing
like that.
obvious. Okay, fair enough. That checks out. All right, so I tell.
But you said they were walking in a straight line, like
So
one
I-
after another.
Priest dude up here what Krampus has told me.
Rats walking in single file? That doesn't seem normal. What could it mean? I feel that there's some magics. And not good
Some-
magics.
Fuckery afoot.
There is
fuckery
fuckery afoot. Of course, it's a D&D adventure. There has to be fuckery afoot.
Okay, I'm going to have Mojo hide in the rafters of the barn.
I sleep up there sometimes.
And I'm going to have him keep watch this evening and see if these rats return. Until then, we need to find this thief. So,
So I gotta sleep in the barn again?
I didn't say sleep. If you sleep, you're not going to be able to see anything. Is this too hard for
I
you?
didn't. No, I meant
Do
sit.
I need somebody else to do the job?
Nope, I was gonna sit.
You're sure you can stay awake?
Oh yeah. If not, just do the monkey howler call.
Okay.
Just do the
All right.
Venara howler call that I taught you. And I will
You
go.
can tell her called these dwarf nuts.
What's the other plan?
God. I'm gonna take. I feel like if we go and tell Tella, whatever the hell her name is, that her comb is missing, then she's going to accuse our friend here again. So we need to figure out.
Now she'll probably accuse me. Should be more problems.
And you said you didn't do it. And I don't want to have another fight tonight. I'm tired.
No cat fights, huh?
Not this evening. We had one already. That's enough. We'll save it for
I whooped his
But
ass.
technically, that fight earlier was a monkey fight, not a cat fight.
Yeah, it was a monkey. I don't know. Do you have any ideas before I go and tell Argon what's going on?
I'll let you guys think about that while I go empty old man bladder. Be right back.
Again? Jesus. How small is that fucking thing, Jed?
You're a paladin, right, Andrew?
Nah, Oracle.
Oh, I know nothing about that.
Basically a paladin that can't fight. So.
Oh,
They're like
okay.
they're like clerics without a single deity. They like everything that happens. They say that it's because of the gods, and they
Okay,
have a lot
got
of
it.
things that just happen to them. That they,
Mhm.
I mean, they're not really like controlling their powers. The powers just kind of happen to them.
I got it.
Mhm.
Okay. It's almost like the sorcerer version of the cleric.
Yeah.
So let's see. We want to keep tracking this down for the pocket watch.
But we don't have any real clues. I mean, we have that somebody is stealing things, and we have that they're, obviously they care enough to put something in the place of the thing that they took
So if the
to
monk
try to
is
throw a. What's that?
if he's spending the night in the barn, I could take my horse out and kind of wander around and see if we find any lines of rats anywhere, since we both have low light vision and it's nighttime. Because
Well, we're just trying to figure out what we need to go. We need to, as soon as Telluride, or whatever her name is, finds that her comb is missing, all hell's gonna break loose. So we need to get on top of this.
Ah,
Clubs is missing his
break
watch,
time's
and
over. Oh, sorry.
Telekinesis is missing her comb.
So what did we come up with?
We're trying to figure out how to get on top of this situation before Toblerone finds that her comb is missing,
I love
and
how
all hell
you.
breaks loose again.
I really love how inadvertently you're old man dwarfing people's names. I fucking love it. Like, it's almost like you planned that shit. Like, I don't give a fuck what your name is.
Right.
I'm old. I'm the boss. Do what I say.
Exactly. I'm gonna go. Got our nuts in a trap here, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna take the elf and the kid, and we're gonna go tell Argon what we found.
Okay.
I'm bringing my horse with me.
Your
So-
horse doesn't need to come.
Yes, he does.
Argon is
I'm afraid of people. He needs to come.
Argon is back at the table. The table's been cleared. The dinner dessert's been served. He's got a few plates of dessert sitting at the side for you guys, and everybody that's not been involved in the fight or the investigation is really kind of just sitting around the central fire of the place and singing and telling stories and joking and just having a good old time. Argon's not as happy as he should be, but he's more interested in everybody having a good time right now than he is in this petty bullshit. Like, if all else fails, he's just gonna buy a new fucking watch. Like, he just doesn't. It's not like a make or break thing for him. But he also doesn't want his employees having a big problem. Basically,
Right.
I'm the boss. I don't want to deal with the fucking drama. I'm trying to have a good time here, right?
Right. Okay, so I tell the elf and the kid to go sit down and enjoy their dessert. I'm gonna go grab Argon's ear.
Okay. Go ahead. You got it.
Boss, well, two things. First, we got rats. The monkey found some chewed up feed bags, and the elf's horse somehow told her that she saw rats that night. Second thing, the thief, we're working on finding him, but we're finding that more things are going missing. So,
What else has gone
What do you
missing?
think? What should we do?
What else has gone missing?
What's her face? Tori Cruz. Her hair comb has gone missing.
Like, just a regular hair comb, or do we know what
I
kind of hair comb is missing?
I don't know. The elf says it's fancy and made out of, I don't know, given to her by a princess or something. It's probably important to her.
Well, if it was given to her by a princess, it probably is jeweled and something.
The funny thing is, though, is the thief cares enough about keeping up appearances that he put a fake comb in its place. So he didn't just take it. This thief doesn't want people to be on his tail. So I suspect it's someone close to us.
So what do you mean by he put a fake comb in its presence? Something that's...
The moron put some sticks in a comb shape on her nightstand, trying to fool her into thinking it was her comb. I don't know. He's a thief. He's not smart. But he is close.
And
because he cares enough not to get caught.
And Clubs, he said that the watch was replaced. Did he not?
Yeah, with poop. That's right.
And did he describe his watch? Was it given to him by a princess?
And his dad was probably a princess the way he fights. Yeah, his dad gave it to him. Another important family heirloom. Interesting. It seems to be personal somehow.
Well,
so the thief is close and is trying to really piss off your workers.
Is this the only 2 items that we found that are missing?
So far. Besides the rat.
And you aren't wanting to cause a big panic by asking people to inventory their belongings, of course.
Well, I feel like that would lead to a kind of an all-out melee. We seem to have some factions forming, and I don't think that a war over some measly items would be smart. I say we just put some extra guards on duty. Let them know that we're working on getting the watch back, and there's obviously a thief, and so we need to keep everybody honest.
Good. One of the first things that we need to accomplish, however, despite all of this missing jewelry or what have you, we must take care of the rats. We don't need our grain going bad or any plague in this area.
I agree. I have the monkey staying in the rafters of the barn tonight to watch out for the rats, see what he can figure out.
Might not be a bad idea for the monkey to do that anyways if these factions
I know,
are
right?
forming.
He needs a bath. Jesus. I'm sorry, Gorham Christ.
Very well. Now have some pie. You did good.
All right, good.
All right, so the evening celebrations continue for quite some time. Everybody starts making their way off to bed. Now, at this point, you realize that Telania is going to find her comb missing. She, this is a nightly ritual for her. So the gig's about up, right? Or the jig's about up. So, what do you guys want to do at this point?
How tired is everyone after the food coma?
Everybody's a little drunk and everybody's a little tired, but I mean, for the most part, people are happy aside from clubs in his crew, which are kind of brooding, but really it's just clubs that's brooding. I mean, he got beat up in a fight. You know,
Are you insinuating that a 9-year-old is drunk?
You know, I mean, you probably had a few sips. Nobody's gonna judge you. It's not like this is
You're streaming right now, Jade.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
I
different
have
times.
an idea.
And I don't know if you've
No, I
ever
don't want
seen.
to do that. Oh.
I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Kids from the '90s, but
God.
Oh, yeah.
those
Terrible movie.
those 9-year-olds were fucking crazy, just sitting on the couch drinking their 40s and smoking their joints. Anyways,
Right.
So
Okay. Well, first and foremost, I'm gonna go over to telekinesis and tell her that
oh God,
her
no.
that her comb is missing before she finds it. I'm gonna pull her aside, pull her away from everybody, and let her know the situation and what we know, and that we're zeroing in on the culprit.
so you're gonna try to play some preemptive damage control.
Right.
Okay.
Can I interrupt him so that I'm trying to avoid getting my ass beaten?
You can make a perception check to see if you notice which direction that he's heading.
I didn't get out of it. I had to do it.
All right.
I only have like 8 hit points.
I rolled a 10.
You rolled a 10?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, you don't know. You didn't notice him heading that direction.
The boss don't gotta ask permission.
I was
Okay.
just going to try to make her sleepy so she'd go to bed without me noticing her comb was missing, but okay.
Oh, that's a smart.
I'm getting to it before she finds it. If she finds it, she's running out of the building and pointing fingers, and we're gonna have more fighting.
And listen, I mean, if that's your plan, you can do that regardless of whether or not you are trying to interrupt him. You see what I'm saying? So just because your
So I need to
percept.
touch her to do it.
What's that?
It's I need to physically touch her.
Yeah, there's nothing saying that you're not looking for her from a different direction. If you want to try to go do that, I have no problem with that at all.
Okay. Okay.
If that's your goal and you think that goal will work, then by the time Jessie finds her, she might be in a deep ass sleep. So.
Okay, I'm gonna go looking for the mean girl chick.
Okay, I need you and Jessie to both roll initiative to see who starts looking first.
Oh hell! I rolled a 5.
Okay. Jessie, what is your initiative? Oh. I guess I could look for you. You rolled a 5, Alviva.
Mm-hmm.
Your initiative is a +1, so don't forget that.
Okay, 6.
And Jesse's got a +3, but I think we lost his sound. So what we're going to need him to do is mime and hold up notes of whatever he wants to do. Everybody quick, make fun of him.
That would not be nice.
Right?
I'm a 9-year-old.
I
just
think
wanna pet the
I'm
monkey.
gonna see. Yeah, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna talk to the young kid and say, show you how to shoot some rats with a sling. Want to come hang in the barn?
I'll show you how to shoot him with a pistol. It's got a Gatling gun.
What? What?
You guys
You gotta
want
read
to?
my
Yeah. Why don't
backstory,
you get
homie?
while Jesse's dealing with his technical issues? Why don't you guys? The monkey and the kid.
All right, I'm about to go
Oh,
spank
sounds
the
like he's
monkey in the
coming back.
barn.
No,
Okay,
no. We're
sorry.
not spanking the monkey.
Spanking
me-
the monkey in the barn.
Can you guys hear me?
We can
Yes.
hear.
Understood.
We can
Okay.
hear.
We just can't see you.
Yeah, my My AirPods died, so
Oh,
my
Wah, wah.
whatever. Anyways, give me a quick
okay. So
update of the last 2 minutes.
I just need you to
I'm
roll
just gonna be the
initiative.
monkey.
That's what I'm waiting for. Is you rolling initiative?
Oh, we're fighting people? Oh,
No,
Jesus.
no. What's gonna happen
A
is
lot happened in 10 minutes or 2 minutes.
what's gonna happen is both you and Alviva are looking for Talania because you both have plans of what's going to happen beforehand. She's looking for her. She wants to find her before you do because she wants to put her to sleep, magical sleep.
Gotcha.
You want to find her to explain what's going on. So I need an initiative roll from you.
Okay.
And Alviva's initiative is a 6, so I just need to know what yours is.
See, now I kind of want to roll like less than a 6, even though my initiative modifier is a +3.
Right?
Okay.
Hey, one's
I will
happen.
so it'll be okay.
18.
Okay. So
Jesus.
you're gonna get to go first, and basically I'm going to ask both of you to make perception checks based on the difficulty that I've got to see who finds her first. But since you won the initiative, you'll get to roll first, and we'll go back and forth until one of you beats the DC, which is a 16,
Okay.
and we're doing a perception. So
Perception?
whichever one of you beats a 16 first, alternating, will actually find her first.
5.
All right, that wasn't you, Casey.
Wasn't.
Your chance to beat a 16 with perception.
So I have a 20 in total.
All right, you totally found her before the dwarf did. The dwarf went to the right, you went to the left, and you bumped right into her.
Okay. So I put my hand on my shoulder and I say, "I'm sorry about your friend." And I cast Touch of Fatigue. So now she is drunk and very, very sleepy, and I'm crossing my fingers as she just goes and falls asleep without noticing the damn comb's gone.
Okay, tell me what your the DC of that spell is.
That's devious. That's mean.
12?
12.
You just roofied her.
The magical roofies.
Yup.
Well, she rolled a 6 to...
Okay.
Oh, shit.
So she did not save. So she's just like, yeah, he's a pussy because he can't fight. He lost the fight to a fucking monkey. Can you believe it? Fucking monkey. And she just starts yawning and like rudely shoulder checks you while she walks past you towards her thing. So totally succeeded.
Make sure the horse doesn't bite her because she did that.
Right?
Fine.
Totally succeeded. Totally got by you. You got your spell off on her, and she is tired of shit, and she will fall asleep before she sees her comb. Well done.
Don't judge me, Krampus.
And,
That's right.
and Ephragon, you kind of notice that she's really out of sight. When you finally see her, it takes you a little bit of time before you actually bump into her. She's not even paying attention.
She's human?
She's drunk. And she's human.
Okay.
She's drunk. She's tired.
Fucking humans can't hold their goddamn liquor.
Yeah.
Well,
It's like,
at
"Bitch, I put
least
GBH on my pancakes."
she's not gonna cause any more scenes tonight, so okay.
Cool.
Back to the nature at hand.
All right, so Monkey and Child, you guys are in the barn fucking around. Monkey's got some.
Show me this freaking Gatling gun.
Monkey's
Don't
got
show
his
it
little
to him.
sling out, and he's got a little container set up, a little bucket set up, and he's zinging fucking sling rocks into the bucket. And kid's like, "Yeah, that's pretty cool, but you want to see what this can do?" And he just, out of his robes, pulls out, this pistol. Now, The important thing to understand is that this pistol is one of the most valuable items in the Nine Kingdom, and this kid has no idea that you're all about making money. Like, this thing is worth enough money for you to buy a fucking farm like this, let alone hire whoever you want to hire, mercenary wise, to help you, whatever goals that you have. This is like, this kid
whatever those goals might be.
And this kid just pulls this gun out in front of you, not even, very innocently. You guys are laughing and having a good time while you're slinging rocks into this thing. And this thing is worth 10 times its weight in gold.
So do I know what that gun is? Does it have a name?
Fuck. Well, you don't know this particular gun, but you know that this is a
The type of gun. Okay.
Yeah, this is a wanderer's pistol. These are only issued to knights that set out to find the king of the Nine Kingdoms. They're the only people that get these. And these things can take out fucking armies. Like,
fancy
badass.
fancy little pea shooter you got there.
You fucking dick.
Lucky for him, though,
Actually,
I have a Robin Hood complex, and he's poor as shit.
Oh, thank God.
yeah, Andrew, make a perception check, and JT make a charisma check.
You're putting my perception against his charisma?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
$18.
It doesn't matter what I roll because I fail. Because that's the downside of being blind for my character, is that I automatically fail perception checks.
Do you really?
Oh,
Yes!
for real?
Yes.
I thought you could see within 30 feet.
I can see within 30 feet, but I fail perception checks.
But you see,
because I chose to be able to see by 30 feet.
that's right. You see dark. You see with dark vision. So
Yeah.
you see like a rattlesnake kind of, but not.
Mhm.
I wave
not
my hand in
infrared.
front of his eyes.
But yeah, so because JT, like your character about shits himself when he sees this, and you have to recompose yourself really quickly. So you're like, holy fuck!
Caught me off guard.
Oh
yeah.
shit! Oh shit! Oh, okay, cool. And then you're like, oh yeah.
Sweet pea shooter you got
If
there.
this kid
fancy.
wouldn't have been blind, you would have been totally busted. Like, that cartoon style, jaw hit the ground, tongue rolled out, eyes stuck out as soon as you saw it. But because the kid was blind, he didn't catch you.
Where'd you get that?
It was my dad's. He's
Oh.
dead.
That would explain probably why you have it. I don't think that should be... Put it back in your robes for now. We'll save it for a rainy day. Might be a little loud considering all these drunks out here sleeping.
I
And
killed
remember-
my father with an axe, so I had to shoot him in the face with it.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
It's-
Kind of a summarized backstory there. Mm-hmm. Will you be my pet monkey?
no.
How do you say no to that?
Well, because I've already been somebody's pet before, what none of you guys have seen, and I'll show it to the kid, is I have a brand. So
I'd
no,
like to pet the
and
monkey.
I go no, and I knuckle lock it, like dunk.
I'd still like to pet the monkey.
We need to be here. I'm gonna show you how to hunt rats.
Okay.
So first, we gotta sit very still up above us.
Okay. Up in the
So I'm
rafters?
gonna, yep.
Okay.
You have to be very quiet. And I'm gonna stealth now while I wait for rats. And we wait for the rats.
Yeah.
As I climb up into the rafters, that gives me a 28 on my stealth.
Okay.
See ya, little boy. Fucking weirdo.
All right. I'm not worried about the rats noticing you guys right off the bat. What I'm worried about is whether or not y'all can stay awake after the meal you ate and the fun you've had today. So what I need is a constitution check from both of you. Basically, we'll just do a fortitude save. Fortitude save against natural sleep, DC of 12.
17.
5. I fell asleep.
It's almost like we planned this shit. Like the little kid falls asleep.
2 with a bonus of 3.
Right.
That cup of mead that you nicked did you in.
Right. Well, I mean, you
I'm
did
never
get in a
gonna
fight. Yeah, no. I mean, what are you gonna do?
You make this too fucking easy, Jade. Oh no!
This is the first adventure for level 1 characters. I can't throw DC 22s at you guys yet.
Man.
All right, so the kid falls asleep. The monkey's there. The gun is there. Oh, man. It's the gun that can change your life, man. You can steal this gun.
Why can't he be a rich kid?
Now. You can steal it right now and
Well,
change the
I wanna
future of your
make sure
character.
That in case anyone's watching around me, because I'm sneaky, that if they see me up here, they see me watching this where the rats are. So I'm going to use my tail to lift up his sleeve. So my tail is acting on its own, not me.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen watching the stream. A 9-year-old is being sexually assaulted by a monkey, and no one's doing anything about it.
You'll notice I specifically said his sleeve and not his robes. Nope. This is pure theft.
All right. You gonna steal it?
I know better. I check for traps. That's another nat 20.
You got a nat 20 to check for traps on the gun?
Yeah.
There's no traps on the gun.
Where is it?
Yeah, you wasted that 20.
Yeah, I know. That's all of my 20s have been on skills. No traps?
There's no traps on the gun.
Too fucking easy. So mine.
You stole his father's gun.
And I'll just casually put it with my tail that comes around behind me and puts it in my pouch.
All right.
My backpack. In my backpack.
Okay. As you are putting the gun into your backpack, as you are placing it there, you notice out of the corner of your eye while you're staring at this innocent, blind, sleeping child.
I'm watching the rats.
I want to add. So.
Oh yeah, blind child. Yeah, I know. So blind child.
And schizophrenic.
This isn't like stealing candy from a baby. This is like stealing candy from a blind baby that has no idea that the buddy that he just made is going to steal from him.
However, I also work for Argon, and the new kid has a lot of fucking firepower.
Hey,
I'm doing my job.
Well,
It's not theft.
it's more important. Like, you're literally faced with someone showing you the winning lottery ticket. Literally.
Yeah.
$150 million you're going to get. And all you got to do is steal this poor sleeping kid's lottery ticket. There's not a lot of people out there that can resist that. So you, as you're putting the gun in your pouch, you notice past the blind sleeping kid, one of the rats coming on the rafters, heading through the stables, and that coming from the stables into the barn, and it kind of winds its way down one of the supporting beams, and kind of scurries down there, and right behind it's another rat. You've seen a lot of rats before.
Mm-hmm.
And these are about twice the size of a regular rat.
All right. Big fucking rat.
Twice the size of a regular rat. And there's two of them, and then a third. And they're heading towards the green.
Can I make note of where they're coming in from?
They're coming in from the stables.
From the stables. Okay. Okay, so they've got access. They've got a hole back there that we have to look for. I got a new gun in my pocket. Might as well see what it does. Yeah, I'm gonna pull out the gun and aim it.
Okay. All right. Is it loaded, Andrew?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
What are you aiming it at?
Rats.
Okay. Lead rat, second rat, third rat.
Biggest rat.
Actually, wait. It's not loaded. Jade told me that I had to take an entire turn to load it. I just remembered that. So it's up to you, DM.
Just roll odds or evens to see if it's loaded. And then call it odds it's loaded, evens it's not. I don't care. I don't know how you would store it as a kid.
Did he steal the cartridges?
No.
Oh.
Roll a d6, Andrew.
Yeah, so roll any dice and then call what you want the result to be. So odds it's loaded, evens it's not, or however you want to do it.
Okay, so odds it's loaded. I rolled a 6.
So evens, it is
it's not
not
loaded.
loaded.
Did I wake up during this?
So I mean he's aiming and
Balancing on my toe, like I'm holding it with my foot and aiming with a hand.
Okay. And
I'm just wondering if I woke
are you
up to
are
see
you gonna pull the
rat
trigger?
attack.
What?
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna shoot that rat.
All right, Andrew. Let's see if the click of the gun wakes you up.
Obviously, something happens.
Roll a
Oh,
perception
it just
check,
clicks?
Andrew.
I
Yeah,
fail perception automatically.
Nah, roll it. I get that you fail it. Just roll it,
Ooh, 22.
because this is gonna be your ears,
Oh.
right here in the click, and you know that
Oh,
click, and you've heard the
Okay.
sound of that click before. Like it's a gun that goes off. It's your dad's gun. It's the only thing important to you right now in the whole wide world. And the click snaps you awake. And there's the monkey sitting back with his foot going, kind of looking at the gun, wondering why it didn't explode.
Okay. So is it my turn for an action then?
Sure.
Okay, I don't have any more spells because we didn't rest, but I do still have 3 more turns of lifelink.
Uh-huh.
I'm using lifelink on the largest rat and I'm attacking the monkey to get my dad's gun back.
All right. Go ahead and roll initiative, you two. The kid's pissed. He wakes up. You're facing away. He's
Can
asleep.
you see that? There, I'm not turning it.
Cool, that's a really good initiative.
Hooray! I need to go first.
Well, of
You're
course.
just gonna miss and fall off the rafters and kill yourself.
Actually, you never said I was on the rafters.
Don't do a gore.
You only said that you were on the rafters.
Then you're gonna kill yourself jumping up here then.
Well, no, you were up in the rafters with him. That's what you guys were doing. You were in the rafters
Yeah, we
throwing
climbed
fucking
up there.
rocks,
Oh, okay.
showing shit
right.
up. Like you're
Alright.
sitting
We're
next
watching
to
for
him.
rats.
Yeah, you guys were waiting
Okay.
up there together. Like he had buddied you up. It's just you fell asleep and your buddy's now got your gun. So yeah, you panicking and attacking, you totally will catch him flat-footed because you rolled a nat 20, and so
Oh,
Cool.
I
and you
can't be caught flat-footed.
and you're not even remotely. It's not even on your radar that this fucking 9-year-old would come at you like the fucking Tasmanian devil the minute he wakes up and hears that click.
Not with that kind of fury.
But yeah, he's fucking freaking out. Go ahead. So you got your life link on the big rat, and
So I'm trying to see where my bonus is really quick here for unarmed, because I know I have one, but I don't know where to find it in the app. So
It's on your character sheet.
Yeah, it's with your weapons right below the CMB brackets.
Yeah, so unarmed, you have an attack bonus of +1. You have a damage of 1d3 +1. And you have a critical that doubles it.
Come on, crit, you motherfucker.
Well, you used your 20 on initiative, so.
That's true. Okay, so I'm rolling a d20 then?
D20 against JT. What's your flat-footed AC? Shit, we lost Casey too.
It's flat foot would be 10, but I have the feat reactionary.
And
Wow,
reaction.
We're losing everybody, huh?
Yeah. What's reactionary do? Oh, I have it.
Anticipating sudden attacks and reacting to danger quickly. And it gives me a +2 trait bonus to initiative check. Okay, so it's just an initiative bonus.
Okay.
Check.
All right.
Guess I can be caught flat-footed.
Yeah, just very rarely. Okay. Well, go ahead and make your attack roll against him flat-footed, Andrew.
Would be a 10. Flat-foot is 10.
I just rolled an 18 without the... I'm kind of confused as to how these bonuses go in. Do they go in here or do they go in with the damage?
It's so when you look at your character sheet,
Yeah.
right under unarmed, you have a total
says-
attack bonus of +1.
Yep.
And then the damage that you're going to roll is 1d3 +1, which is basically a d6 halved.
So then I roll...
So the answer is yes.
D3.
What's
Ooh,
that?
D3.
D6 halved.
D6 halved.
Oh, okay. So 2. So I got a 2 on my D3, so +1, so that's 3.
Okay. 3 points of damage to you, JT. I mean, he wakes up, he freaks, and he decks you almost as hard as fucking Clubs did. He's 9.
Bitch.
The fury of this little kid is fucking extreme.
Kid's gonna fuck up the monkey. I told you I was gonna beat the monkey in.
Guys, I hate to do this, but we're going to have to pause and reconvene next week. I got dinner going. Dinner's ready for me. And
Yeah, it's dinner time, too.
we're gonna have to end this this tonight. Is everybody that showed up? We had a decent amount of viewers. Ben, OTDA, thank you guys so much for showing up. This is Bagman Gaming's Pathfinder, sponsored by Crypto Comics. We will be here, same bat time, same bat channel next week. That's 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And
Specific.
and we'll be shutting it down right around 10:30 to 11, depending on how things go. But we do appreciate everybody rolling in. Everybody say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Make sure you check out CryptoComics.com. Bye.